Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Apostle Alfred Uyinosa, the man with the talk Amasibi and Victor, say now mismanagement na be our problem for Nigeria. Make I leave you now with Apostle Alfred Uyinosa.
All right, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you want to take the connect with us live this evening. We want to thank God Almighty for the privilege, for the grace when He don't give us to see another day. From our end, we say welcome to today's edition of Talk Amasibi. My name is Victor Olise.
My people, now good evening. We thank God for His mercy and grace. Why? Because now only one they put road for where road not reach, not day, and only one they talk word when in the reach. We thank God for another day. Talk must be now the broadcast of truth. We be say with the talk as it be.
Today, we want to take time to open a very, very serious issue when we say each and every one of us need to pay attention to. And this is not nothing but waiting we tag the issue of mismanagement. Before now, we know say many of us don't they complain about how now so money when they supposed to spend for this thing, they don't spend that for this thing. For example, you realize we get hundreds and thousands of abandoned projects when it be say maybe government officials suppose undo or they suppose carry give contractor A or contractor B, but we realize the fact say hundreds and thousands of these projects they abandoned. We also realize the fact say you drive enter some communities, you see schools where we say like what the apostle talk today. Apostle say Victor, he said this road, so he said for paper they don't complete this project. As I talk I laugh. This is the same thing if you drag and enter schools when it be say government supposed to pay attention to. Truly speaking, if you go check those schools for paper, they don't already complete the project. Also, in the aspect of primary health care centers, you read some communities when it be say their primary health care centers, if you check book, you're surprised. Say the primary health care center when you see for book is different from the primary health care center when you see for real life. I go through one statistics of one organization, when one organization release, and fear catch me. When I see the money when they say they spend to carry out projects for that state, shock go catch you. As against the reality of waiting we dey see for ground. Now it make us say, the aspect of mismanagement for this country. Why you be say mismanagement come become the order of the day? Hence, the need why we talk about mismanagement this evening.
My people, the reason why you say we get so many katakata for Nigeria today, na lack of accountability and total mismanagement on the part of our government. If we check all the people who don't have power, right from military administration till now, God so much bless this country. So that our people don't thief. Right? They don't thief. They don't even know what they want money do. When the way God help bless this country, we get more than enough. But mismanagement of our resources, now open room for all this agitation. I want to come out, I want to build my own country, and the rest. If all the government from the way they rule this country, them actually manage our resources well, by now, Nigeria supposed to become Dubai. When it be say other people from other country, they want come Nigeria, come stay. Mismanagement now be the root of the lack of development where we dey experience for Nigeria today. Now you go see some of our governors, They go award contracts. The contracts, they go inflate and they go inflate them by themselves. As they inflate them by themselves, finish. They no go gree finish that contract. They go do in a way that they go receive enough money to the chop. So as they chop, they work when they go grand. Go check all government parastatals. You go dey wonder say wetin dey happen. We get refinery. Now mismanagement na don't make our refinery dey work. If at the way our people, our leaders, past and present leaders, don't they signfold our resources, bro, that's the reason why this country will still be where we did. The kind of money where I've been about I want to talk, Babangida, Gulokebele Jonathan, Obasanjo, all these people mismanage our wealth. Now, we dey try to talk, say, now, first tag 1997, 9 days responsible for what they go through because of the Obubu Yeye. No, now mismanagement of our fund. God really bless Nigeria.
So, as we dey speak right now, time don't reach when each and every one of us must point wetin we dey call searchlight. We must point our searchlight so that we go fit understand wetin government actually really mean. Why? Because it go dey very very surprising. Say government go enter a administration, government go enter in tenure, and for the 4 years when e wan spend for office, we go record series, several and hundreds numbers of abandoned projects. This is why we say wetin be the root cause of this matter. Why e be say we dey go through the issue of mismanagement for this country? Why e be say imagine you hear say government wan tie a particular kilometer of road, and out of the 10% when they suppose tie, e go dey surprising say dem no go even fit tie 0.05%. E no go even reach 1% of the expected project wey dem suppose execute. If you can't drag and reach down, you will surprise say maybe one government official don tell the contractor say how you want to execute this project no concern me o. My own concern right now be say so percentage out of the money wey they don award to you for this contract na my own. And then you go dey surprise say okay fine, na so they say they wan start this project. They carry tractors enter road, carry tractors enter the project site, but to be honest, in the next 2 months you just see say both tractor, contractor, engineer, who suppose dey site, none of them you go see for site again. All these things na im make us say wetin be the reason, wetin be the root cause of all this katakata wey we dey go through, and we see am narrow am down to mismanagement of public funds, mismanagement of oneself. We even realize say most of our politicians find it difficult to even manage themselves, not to talk about managing public funds. So you imagine when a politician don't manage yourself. Yes, when a politician don't manage yourself, and that kind of way you won't entrust government or governance to. This is why we say time don't reach for each and every one of us to understand that one of our biggest issues in this country has been mismanagement. Hence, we need to tackle the issue of mismanagement for the political space.
And you will see the way that they inflate the contracts. And by the time they inflate the contracts, they work, they go execute. It gets so many road projects where they don't award for our state and all over the country. When it be say, meaning they are warden, they go carry material come outside, you go see, they want to start this work. They go do for 2 pole. The next thing, contractor don't disappear from site. Not be said the contractor meet to disappear. The politicians, the civil servants, the various ministries, they don't share the money. By the time they share the money finish, how you expect a contractor to finish work? Why some contractor go borrow money, take do the work, reach about 70%. If for government and the ministry where they involved, to take balance the contractor, one man go dey office, he go carry the money, he go swallow am. Mismanagement, na be the root of poverty for Nigeria. Mismanagement, na be the root of backwardness for Nigeria. Mismanagement, na be the root of high rates of insecurity for Nigeria. And mismanagement, they are responsible for the high rate of infrastructural decay. Mismanagement, also they are responsible for the infrastructural decay for the health center or they experience all over the country. When it be say the CMD of various hospitals, when they supposed to manage the people, they think how they will take amount wealth for themselves. Now then you go see the CMD, you go get motors full everywhere. You go build houses full everywhere. You go some hospital, no machine they work. You go labor ward, you no go see water. If you get some hospital for Nigeria, when it be say, even nurse no get water to take wash hand. And when they say COVID-19 and the rest, no water from some hospital. And no be say, water not there, now borehole. Why they not come fee ensure say water they flow for hospital? Mismanagement, now they responsible for school dropout today. When it be say our university, money where they will give vice chancellor and the workers. Say, oh yeah, this one not the money where we say when they run the school. They go carry money, they fly, they go abroad, they buy the best goat, they buy the best shoe, they buy the best motor, they go begin the dengue post. Mismanagement. Now they make them say our youth today, they go say education has come. Why? Because there is no more dignity in labor. Even when they work, no results. You know why? Because of mismanagement. Now this mismanagement, now it don't draw Nigeria back. It don't draw Nigeria back to 4th and 5th generation. If when I check when they grow up, there was something like water board. When it be say water they flow. Because of mismanagement, we know they see water fresh again for water board. So everybody they begin to dig borehole because of mismanagement. And this mismanagement, that's the reason why they kill Nigerian Airways. You know, Nigeria get aeroplane before airline because of mismanagement. Oh, boo boo, yeah. Before you know, airway crash. So they will never get air. No talk about way because of mismanagement. This one a matter. When the bishop we go to treat for the next 1 week, because we go to come out with different proof, different evidence, various contracts where they don't abandon. How they take move from one generation to another. When it be say the government of the day, they nothing improve on waiting they grant. Check Edo State for example. The last time when we see road, when it be say the town, they not tire again. Now be the days of Ambrose Ali and Ogbemudia. And if you go check some of the road what Ogbemudia do, my brother, that road still dating today. Yeah. Not to remove am. Some of the road where Ambrose Ali do, it dey ground, not to remove am. Mismanagement, now make Ministry of Work, not green work again. Ministry of Work, what will be their function? Ministry of Work that will ensure say all the pothole, they go to patch am, they go to make sure say things they work. Before they get what they call rainmaker. All these people that they clear road to make sure say our roads they need. But today, wait them because of mismanagement, greed. Una well done. Because this matter, we don't open them up.
In the aspect of citizens, to drag how citizens take they contribute in the aspect of this mismanagement. you go open your eyes, you go dey drive, dey go for road. You go see how person go dey inside bus. You go see how person go dey inside your own private car. You go chop banana finish. As the person chop banana finish, the person go throw away the banana peel for road. Now, why I drag am enter inside citizens' responsibility? Now because we must understand, say to a very large extent, the sincerity of our political leaders in this country is dey questionable. And as such, the people must play their own parts. The people must play their own part of contributing their quota to national development for the country. As such, how me and you take dey manage that road wey don even spoil? How me and you, that road wey don spoil, how me and you take dey manage am? Number one. Number two, me and you know say to get light for this country na something wey be say me and you suppose look into. But inside the same country as well, you still see how citizens, in one way or the other, go still lobby themselves, go steal armored cable. Inside where me and you know say to hold government accountable na something we suppose look into. You still see how and they drag am from citizens' responsibility. Why? Because me and you know say the Nigerian government no send us. So in the accident of this mismanagement, me and you wey be citizens get big role to play. Not because we no fit hold government accountable. It is because government has proven in this Nigerian context never to be held accountable. You know, get how you want to take all government accountable. Supposed to take time to analyze many things on the several issues. How we say sector A, sector B, sector D. The thing start am, but as we speak, those sector is nowhere to be found. As we speak. Now, wetin be the issue? Why? Because all these institutions, government, no fit handle all these institutions. And as such, you see how this institution take dey die. You see how all these institutions take dey decay. The only reason why you see say political institution still take dey shake head small na because of the money wey dem dey thief inside. This is why you say political institution, and the only time when you go to say political institution dey function for Nigeria na during electoral process. Once election finish, political party die. In short, you go reach their political office, you go see grass go dey grow. You go see grass go dey grow for their political party offices. But when e reach time for election, they go wake up. This na to prove to us say even inside the institution, when they call party, when bring in all these politicians into office, they don't even pay attention. That means say a very high level of mismanagement dey into that aspect as well. But the only reason why you see say the institution see they shake head small na because see na that political party na be the process when they bring them inside office. This evening, we dey open mouth dey say the issue of mismanagement for this country, we need to point our searchlight into the issue of mismanagement for this country. If Nigeria must grow, if Nigeria must improve, then that means every citizen of this country must understand what it means to manage first oneself. You and I must understand what it means to manage ourselves. If we can understand what it means to manage ourselves, then we transcend from there to going into families. And then we come out from families, enter inside communities. And then from communities, we enter inside society.
Just as my brother Victor do analyze them. When we they grow up, we get what they call phone line, 90. United Boots, when the people say you go there, you go make phone call. People will line up. And because of lack of mismanagement, that's why they kill United completely. Nothing stopped Nigeria from having a landline and a mobile phone working side by side. Because of greed, now they switch. Of which a lot of people benefit from that switching. Before now, make us also open our mind to another area. When we they grow up, a girl what they call bomo. This bomo what they call the eco or the Ministry of Health. Not them. They checkmate dirty. People they destroy dirty when they do anyhow. Yeah, eco. When the bishop they chief or they go beat you. It was a disciplinary committee. That time, before you would throw something for granted, you go think well. You go think. The eco, not them they check area, compound, whether dirty day, whether the area they clean. But today, because of mismanagement and greed, they destroy the activities of eco. Today, check the Benin modes. We get modes where pass around Benin. But today, because of mismanagement and greed, our people not feel manage the modes. Now they cover up. Begin to build house on top. As they build house on top, by the time they fall, water will find a level. Now mismanagement. Now they responsible for the high rate of criminality. Before now pocket of armed robber, now you will see. But today, in fact, you know if you walk out for street. Before now, kidnapping, nobody, you know when they say kidnap, in kidnapping for this country, it is strange. Why? Because people they relax, people they comfortable, food day, things they work well. But today, because mismanagement of fund on the part of the government and the masses not to get problem. Because now waiting the government put for grant, now the masses they follow. And there is no country where better law not day. When our government go pull law for grant, they themselves go break the law. As they break the law, you can't say many masses can't obey the law when you break. Let's take for example street lights. Some part of Benin where former governor comrade put street lights. Some of those street lights don't break, it don't fall now. Lack of mismanagement. That one and the work of Ministry of Works to make sure that they fix those things when they don't break. Street light for some, traffic light for some area. The pole, trailer, it don't break and throw away. And nobody see trailer hole. Now mismanagement. Because the body, where they say, make una they manage this thing, they're not there anywhere. They drink and for one corner. They drink mokite for one corner. Before you know, everything does jabaru. If not because of mismanagement, every part of Benin put there with traffic lights. Few days ago when they come from somewhere, traffic light day. Our people, they just cross, they break the traffic light. Now say, if to say Esma dey front now, they catch this man. People go they say, Obasaki police, they don't embarrass people. Meanwhile, now you break traffic light rule. Now, that one is still part of mismanagement. Why? Because those areas where traffic light for the walk, the S-man, they go there. Anybody break traffic, they go hold you.
Yes, sir.
As they hold you, you go pay fines. But the truth is this. There are some things where we say we will not talk again. Because even if we talk and I know we hear, but we will talk and I will hear. To talk about, to make things work again for this country, now make all of us go back to the roots. Again, where we from they come, we will need to go back. Before that, they get light 24 hours. So I grow meet lights. That one is the truth of the matter. Because of mismanagement, before you know, they send NEPA from NEPA to PACN. You know the meaning of NEPA? Never you expect light in Nigeria. Never you expect power in Nigeria. So at the country, since never expect power in Nigeria, not going to work. Then I come to PACN. And the meaning of PACN, please hold candle Nigeria. As with the whole candle Nigeria, we don't hold. No light. now they come turn out to BEDC. They come turn out to BEDC. BEDC constantly mean bad electricity, darkness, council, bad electricity council. Now they come put for granted. All these things now mismanagement, now they responsible. If waiting Ogbemu they are put for grant, if waiting let Abusali put for grant, previous administration they build on now, and those state will be the best. But see Nigeria as a whole today, how many airports they refuse upgrade? By now, every state will get airports. Because of mismanagement, they don't fit build airport. The one that fit build, they go make no export. Because of mismanagement, now make seaport not there in other state. By now, seaport suppose not there everywhere where we say water day. Edo will get seaport. That seaports go there everywhere. Then they go decongest Lagos. Mismanagement, now they responsible for all the agitation going on in Nigeria today. And this one a matter when it be say we go really sit down, make we think am whether we ready to change or we want to remain where we dey.
First, wetin be management? Wetin be management? Management na looking into something when we say they entrust with you. They entrust this thing with you. You look up to that thing and you want to do it with care. So they say, okay, fine. See what moment you do. You ensure so you manage that thing from the beginning as it starts till the end. That means that you are involved in the process. You are involved in the process. As if we say we could put Nigeria into consideration as a country, how many politicians understand where we dey come from as a people? How many politicians envision where we dey go? Where they go fit understand the process when go lead us to where we dey go? To be honest, a very few, and those few, when we say they dey into politics, to be honest, they dey down. Why? Because of the nature at which we don't take design the political space. When the apostle talked to him, he said most times, yes, we don't feel lay point fingers for the citizens. Why? Because they're waiting the government present to the citizens. Very true. Why? Because the government, in the context of the Nigerian state, now they be the alpha and the omega. Even when we claim say we practice democracy, automatically the people now you suppose they decide. Government suppose come meet the people. My people, wetin una want to, wetin una think say we fit do. The people will come say, okay, see wetin we want make una do. But in the Nigerian context, the government sits down, they go decide, okay, they will think, wetin these people want to. They no go take time to carry survey. And then they come say, my people, see wetin we want give una. And now this is it. Because the people does not understand what government and governance is all about. People go clap, say yes, so una well done, una welcome, what una say una get for us. All these things has been the foundation. When can they make government when we get capacity? Individuals when we get capacity find themselves for government. What would you expect from an individual who does not have capacity holding a political office? What would you expect? I don't even imagine say I get company. I can't get company. I can't realize say one of my staff they mismanage my resources. And they pay her salary. It can't work. And make I shock all of now. Almost all the politicians who they see for this country, so almost all of them get company. Now so they get hotel, now so they get one factory or the other. And if you enter their factory, some of them, if those politicians enter their factory, their staffs, no fit breathe. Staff no fit breathe. You will see that bossy nature. Say oga is around. Now after you see staffs go they pretend because of that bossy nature when they do inside politics, they can't enter business again. But guess what? They can't hire person when go help them manage the business. If you enter some of them their business points, to be honest, waiting that they take for politics, you don't believe say that same person now he gets
so company.
So company. For example, one of the presidents when not serve as president for this country, he get big farm for this country. That farm has been existing for years and that farm is still functioning. So I ask, how about government institutions? When they under that person care for 8 years, I take and do one. But your own private company still they work. So they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. But my major concern this evening, now say generation upon generation, they embrace this mismanagement as a model, which is risky for our democracy and our coexistence as a people and as a nation.
God bless you, my brother. And this is the reason why we must all begin to look inward. Yeah, somebody asked, in what way management? This is the reason why we must all begin to look inward and how we will fit to build this country. A big problem. It be like family today, where husband will give money to wife. You go say, my wife, this one at 30,000 naira, go market. Because of say she want buy eyelashes, money we support to cook food, she go buy eyelashes. That mismanagement of fund. The rice we support buy, you no go buy eyelashes. Mismanagement of fund. And if you check this country today, if not be the way our political leaders tell them mismanage our money, where would they so? We for not day. My brother, answer that person when they ask that question. Because I know that mismanagement is our problem. They ask question.
Joan Robert, he say, in what ways management is our problem? Okay, I know say the essence of this broadcast now to share more light into subject matter and now waiting with the do with this. If you want, I want to narrow them down and I'll try to break them down into different tiers or what you will call pieces. As we did so, you go also bear me witness. Say Nigeria get hundreds of mineral resources. Now, I want to ask one question. Of all the mineral resources when Nigeria gets, which one of them Nigeria be the leading producer all over the world as we speak right now? Which one of those resources Nigeria be the leading producer for Africa as we speak right now? More we drag and come down to our general and our well-known mineral resources, which is crude oil, right? We know say all of us, we know say Nigeria get oil. All right. In the aspect of this oil, when Nigeria gets as resources, how well have we been able to manage it? Number one. Number two, in the process of managing our resources, we be oil. So, how many refineries Nigeria gets when they work? When was the last time Nigeria refined our own oil? So, I want to ask one question now. Imagine say we get garri farm. Imagine say we dey plant cassava. And as we plant cassava finish, the cassava can grow. It can't reach time to harvest. We can't harvest the cassava. Guess what we can't do? We can't carry the cassava, tie and put inside bag, carry and go abroad, go process. They can't carry the garri, come back.
No, they chop.
No, they chop.
And you call that one management.
Data management. So that is what is happening to Nigeria number one most respected mineral resources, oil. So, and this same oil, Nigeria as a nation sit down could say this one now be our major means to generate revenue to run the country. So I want to ask questions further. We don't do research to realize say to mount refinery for Nigeria not possible, or we don't do research we can't hear say there's no how we can move in facilities to mount refineries in our country. No. This is not to make us understand that the political gladiators, the political rulers in our country are mismanaging the wealth of this nation. More drag and come up for mineral resources, more carry enter human resources. As we did so, all over the world, we know how Nigerians take the break record. We know how Nigerians take the break record all over the world. How you hear say, na so this Nigerian doctor, na him found the cure for so and so thing. You hear say, this Nigerian engineer, na him found the disease of so thing. All over the world. Now they can enter mismanagement in human resources. But carry am enter Nigeria. I see one update how University of Lagos won't take graduate, I think 218 first class students. This week so. This coming week on enter so. Their next convocation. How Unilag won't take graduate about I think 218 first class students. Do you know what it means to be a first class student in Nigeria? Not be abroad though. Abroad simple. To be a first class student in abroad, it's so simple. To be a first class student in Nigeria, when lecturer will come class, koro, lecturer will tell you, say nobody
Go fit pass the course.
go fit get A for a course. You go koro go tell you. When lecturer will come, lecturer will tell you, say, you don't get where you want drag me go. Everybody must fail this course. And for that same country, when injustice full, for that same country when impunity full, one institution, they graduate about 280 first class students. I want to ask question now. Those first class students, how are we going to manage them? To ensure, say, when they read for book, they translate them to practical life.
How they want to translate to practical life when it be said no life at all? How they want to translate when it be say no company, nothing in work? Nothing. All these things na mismanagement they cause them. Well, by the grace of God, we will start continuing from here tomorrow. And the reason I know say a lot of our persons, they don't come, they say, I know say some they wonder. The reason be say some evil people, when they say since they don't go feed do talk and CB, they don't want to make it work, they will destroy them. God will still destroy them.
Yes, sir.
So some of them decide to go report my account, and they also decide to hack them, but God disappoint them. That's the reason why nothing reach me on the even for messenger. I know say a lot of people don't try to call for messenger, but they respond because some evil people decide to hack my account or they report the account. But the truth be say they will continue to they fail. Anybody when they say they want spoil waiting and they labor for, that person now coronavirus go kill your generation.
Sir.
Anybody when they say I don't like Apostle Alfred, so do they report my account? From today till tomorrow till you die, better you no go knock for your door.
Yes, sir.
Sickness upon sickness, that go be your portion.
Amen.
Because since you know what repent, now leprosy, that go become your portion.
Yes, sir.
As I talk and so, that's what it be. And you no go like get peace till you die.
Amen.
And so we'll talk and read this evening. We'll continue from here tomorrow.
All right, thank you everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening on today's edition of Focam ACB. Well, don't forget to say tomorrow by 5 p.m. as well, we will come live at the same time to ensure say this education continue. My name is Remain Victor. Police.
And a good night.
Now we don't hear from Apostle Alfred Uyinosa. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you now with this video. Make you help us share them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.